guys. How are y'all doing tonight?
What's up?
It's Tuesday. The temperature is up here. We finally turned the AC on.
Oh shit, we've been running that AC for a minute now.
I didn't want
Yeah,
to.
a few days where we were running heat in the morning and AC in the afternoon.
Oh, no. Yeah, I've never done. Well, I'm not gonna say never, but I do not do that. It's one or the other. You get one.
Yeah, we'll probably have the heat on toward the end of the week. It's supposed to be highs in the 60s and lows in the 40s. All over the place.
Getting toasty here, and the humidity is going up. So that'll be fun.
Yep. What's up, David Martin, Dark Soldier, Wild Japan, Fishing Without a Boat? What's going on, guys?
Everybody,
Danny, how you doing,
made it.
Man?
Big show, really big show.
Yeah, it is that time, man. And we're going to be jumping into all of our summertime fun stuff because there are some conversations to be had. But before we do that, tell us how y'all's weekend went. Everybody in the chat, let us know. Let's get us all up to speed so we know what's going on. Personally, I had a heck of a weekend. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into that because I'm excited about it.
Do it. Bam.
Game on, man.
Deep dropping, got an African pompano, got tile fish. Is there wahoo down in there?
Wahoo, barracuda.
Golly. Y'all just catching all the fish.
Dude, we made a day of it. It was a heck of a haul. It was like a 16-hour day. We were fishing hard. You know, we did trolling. We hit up some spots we'd never hit before. Yeah, we were putting in solid labor on this one. I was sore for like 3 days. And it's the funniest thing. Like, I wish I could show this. I don't want to offend anybody. You know what I mean? But when I'm out there fishing, I want meat, like period, bar none. And so everything that I catch that's going in the box. So when they're catching barracuda or jacks, even jacks, I'm like, you know what? That's cat food. That's shark bait. Put it in the box. And it gets to the point where these guys are like, dude, we don't want to fillet all of this stuff. There's no way you're going to eat half a dozen barracuda. And I'm like, well, try me. But again, it ends up being a conversation like, you know, just how much meat are you planning? You don't need all of this fish. It's not that necessary.
Yep.
But yeah, we had a good one. That African pompano is just a sick catch. It's a really rare one.
Yeah. How far out did you guys end up going?
I'm not sure. I think we were like 60, probably about 60 miles out. We were right off the continental shelf.
Wow.
Very cool.
Very many other boats out?
There was a few, not too many. And it was really interesting, actually, you say that. I'm probably not going to talk about this in the video, so I can talk about it here. So the boats that we came across were all bottom fishing rigs, which down here this time of year, that's a suspect thing to see. There's not fish that you're going to be catching doing that typically, at least not spending 3 or 4 hours, you know, sitting on the rig and working it. That might be something that you experiment with for a grouper or something for a minute and then you move on. Right. So what's happening is they're fishing for snapper where they're not supposed to be. That does happen. And there was a couple of boats that were, you know, being a little suspect about it. We was kind of curious to see what they were doing. What's up, Dave Fishing? Good to see you, Matt. It's his first time here.
Nice. Man, 67.
So yeah, I got to hammer this video out here pretty quick. Yeah, I expect me to have this thing out in probably a couple of days. John, how was your weekend, man? What were you doing?
Who's that, me?
Yeah.
Peaceful weekend. We had my oldest daughter and her family, a couple of my grandkiddos, came down from Connecticut. She's stationed up there in the Navy. So, and with the new granddaughter that was just born here, is the first time we've had everybody all together. So they spent the week down here, ate good food, did a big crab and shrimp boil, and cooked up barbecue, and just had a good time. So that was pretty much the extent of my time That's why I wasn't in the show last week, because that was the day they flew in.
How many grandkids
That's a
you
good
got now?
reason.
Got 3 grandkids now. Kayla, my oldest, has a son and daughter, and then Ashley just had the little girl. So
Cool.
My question on that: how many grandkids is it going to take for you to retire?
it will take no more grandkids.
How many days we got?
Exactly. We hit it at the same time.
Right there.
Yep, we're celebrating 260 days left. We're getting down to the wire on that one, man.
Yep. Loving it. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah,
What
I'm
about
enjoying.
you,
I can't wait to see that thing under 100.
Yeah, that would really be nice. What about you there, Mr. Grant McIntosh?
Gardening. I didn't even leave the house over the weekend. Just trying to get the garden stuff ready. Got a few things planted. Of course, they look a little crappy now, but hopefully they'll bounce out. Didn't really think it was too early. I mean, but we've been in the 80s past couple days, and lows are in the upper 60s. We're supposed to be toward the end of the week this weekend. Highs in the 60s, lows in the 40s. It's just all over the place. But that's all I've done. Got all my raised beds de-weeded and a few things planted. That's about it.
All
Did
right,
you
so
happen to
you're
film any
talking
video on that?
What about
I did
steak?
not. I do need to make an update video. Try to do
I
that.
just filmed one, and I'm talking about you in my video pretty extensively. Like I'm making comparisons to you. So you film a video, let me know, and I'll link it over to yours.
All right.
The gauntlet has been thrown down.
Yeah, well, I'll punch up and I'll sit here and I'll talk shit all day long on the live stream. But yeah, in the video, I'm far more respectful and subdued. I'm like, I know my place.
No, everything's looking good. Shoot, our blackberry bushes. Of course, now we're going into the 3rd year with them. Man, they look awesome. So hopefully we'll get a bunch of blackberries this year. They're blooming. Got big quarter size white blooms on them, just loaded down.
Blackberries are my favorite berry.
Yeah.
So hopefully the raspberries are looking good too, but the blackberries, they just look awesome.
Good deal. Good deal.
So Wild Japan in the chat said he did a 25-kilometer hike on Sunday. And like anybody who's seen these live streams, anybody who spends any time in the Discord server, like the pictures that he's taken. Imagine that guy with 25 kilometers worth of time to take pictures, because that's what we got in the server with him this week.
Yeah. What's up, Mark J. Larson?
Evening. So, talking about tonight's topic, getting ready. I know it's like April, but we were also talking, we're sitting here. I'm at 80 degrees right now. Grant's talking about how he's getting up in temperature. And it's probably going to be like 110, like tomorrow before we even know it. So what are you guys like? There are some things that we all need to do in order to get ready for summertime fishing. You know what I mean? Like there's just kind of traditional prep stuff that you do. What are the things that you guys are going to be doing in order to get ready for that, to hit the ground running as soon as summer's hitting?
I don't really have to change anything up for me.
Well, up in the Midwest, that's more of like right now, the conditions that you have are kind of just you're ready to fish, ready to go, and the way things are going to be will just kind of be like that for a bit.
Right. Yeah, it's basically just you're changing your clothes, adjusting to the temperature for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see different down here. It's just coordinating and organizing. Got to get out there and get Joel Willis and his boat motivated to go out and do some local fishing, and then got to get down there and get done on that big boat down there so we can get that thing fishing down there. And I got the bug today to do some surf fishing. I've been wanting to do some surf fishing. So
Ooh, I want in on that. It's been a minute for me
my eye
too.
on the weather and calendar and see if there's a way I can work it out. I can get down there and do a little surf fishing.
Yeah, I want to get ready for some surf fishing myself. And so summertime for me, it moves a little bit more in that direction where we're going to be able to fish from the beach. And we're going to be fishing for species that are like now starting to move in. After winter, it went down to like, we'll get pompano on a warm day, and there'll be big reds probably in deep holes and stuff like that. And that's about the long and short of it. Now that we got spring moving in, so like for fishing stuff, I'm prepping. I want to make sure that I have like my mono line. I want it to be able to handle sandbars and things like that. I don't want to break a line because I have old line on there. I'm going to be fishing for bigger stuff. I've got sharks moving in. We're going to have big redfish. There's going to be trout moving into the surf, all of those sorts of things. But man, it's like you said, for me, the big one is going to be kind of weather dependent, like heat stuff. Wardrobe is going to be huge for getting ready. And it's not just for me, but like the biggest thing I can think of, like honestly, when we were initially coming up with the idea of doing a stream about prepping for summer, the number one thing I could think of that I need to get ready for has nothing to do with me or my tackle or any of that. It's all about getting the family ready. I want to make sure that, you got all of the amenities necessary for everybody to be comfortable for a day at the beach, that you got cleats or whatever it is you need to be out on the jetty. If it's going to be a cool rainy morning or something like that, that you have foul weather gear for the boat. That's kind of like the direction I'm going with prep.
I like it.
Vegas. You can keep Vegas.
Hey, so
Vegas.
he's in Vegas. We got Andrew Can in the chat here too. How you doing, Andrew? Good to see you, man. Are you still in Vegas right now also? That's funny.
On business or pleasure?
Andrew's up there for business. He's got a conference, a YouTube conference that he's doing.
That's a tough question right there. What is the best lure for saltwater fishing? When you go to saltwater, there are so many different types of fish and so many different types of areas to fish that, are you trolling offshore? Are you in the back bays throwing for trout? It's just goodness. I don't know. You really got to narrow it down. For saltwater, I don't think there's a general best lure for all of saltwater.
Yeah, I think it's a day by day. There's going to be things that I'm going to use that are going to be different on, depending on where I'm at. If I'm at the end of the jetty where I would like to be, I'm probably going to throw a big heavy slab spoon. If I'm in the surf, it's going to be, maybe a soft plastic shrimp, a paddle tail, something like that. In the bays, same thing, man. It changes depending on where. You can't have that one that's going to work for everything.
No, not for the salt. You can't.
Yeah.
Maybe if you specified what species you're trying to catch, maybe
it's going to be different on a day to day. Yeah. You got to kind of be targeting one thing.
Yeah, you can narrow it down a little at least then.
Yeah. All business.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Short timer.
Relax is going. He leans heavily into paddle tails. I'm not gonna say no on that. Paddle tails work.
No,
they're good. But you're gonna have days where you're using that paddle tail, and then you're gonna be like, man, well, he does a lot of tarpon stuff, so that's gonna be different. Like he'll be up in the marshes. I could see that being a go-to. But that's not something I'm going to when I'm out on the jetty.
Yeah.
Danny's saying spoons, rattle traps, soft plastics are pretty universal no matter where you're fishing. Yeah.
Rattle traps really are, man. You can fish those. The smaller ones, you catch crappie. You can catch white bass, of course, redfish with the bigger. I mean, that is one thing. Rattle traps. Give me an assortment of sizes and colors in rattle traps, and most days you can find some fish to catch.
That's funny. I love doing rattle traps in freshwater. I can't remember the last time I used one in salt. Not that they don't have value. I just haven't moved on to that. I haven't used them.
Yeah, they'll work.
Yeah, I don't use rattle traps much. I used to fish with a guy that caught some good bass and big crappie on rattle traps. But
yeah, we're fishing for whites during the run in the river when we're trolling rattle traps.
What's up, Fishhead Videos? How'd the stream end up going there, man? We saw you were doing some catfishing out there. We saw you guys get some fish. Had to leave so that we could do our stream here. How did it end up going?
Traps.
Sporty skateboard. Who is that?
She's talking about the top of my head. She asked if I changed my color or something. I just shaved a couple days ago. I mean, that's about it. Might be red, might be a little sunburn.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. He put that dang outdoors, A&J Outdoors hat on, protect that bald head of yours. Peter's in the house. Hashtag more Peter.
Peter, what are you doing to get ready for summer? Just in general, we're talking about fishing and stuff like that. And I know that you are, he's got freshwater up where he's at. So he's got a little bit of a learning curve up there, but still you got summertime stuff. What are you doing to get ready for that? Now's the
Coolers. Find a friend with a pontoon.
But yeah, he says drinking.
Uh-huh.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah. You know what? We didn't even discuss that. Fishhead says he got a few bluegill, no cats. Dude, Danny says he's caught Spanish mackerel, kingfish, and tarpon on rattle traps. I've never gotten any of those guys on top waters. That sounds like a lot of fun. We always use silver slabs. Because I'll be fishing for redfish with a slab, silver or gold, bouncing it off the bottom. You'll get a king there. But then oftentimes you get the king when it's, it hits the surface, is dropping down, or you're retrieving it, whatever. Kings will just go for like anything.
Peter says he's doing yard work.
Ooh. Yeah, I was talking a minute ago about doing that gardening. I filmed a little gardening video, and I mentioned Peter and I mentioned Grant, leaning heavily into the reason behind my doing that. You're going to see my blown down fence in the backyard in that video. I don't mention it, but you're going to see it in that video, and I'm doing this on purpose. I've got a lot of work that I've got to do around here. And I'm waiting until it is the absolute hottest day of summer to fix that fence. So don't worry, there's a plan.
All right.
Try to sweat out some sweat.
Mm-hmm. Well, and finish up some mead and ginger beer.
Nice.
Interesting. Sounds good.
Pack the camera. Good idea.
See, Danny was out on the jetty. I don't know if that was that recent video was recent trip or not, but I've seen he put out a video.
You just put one out? I did not even see that yet, man. What were you doing, Danny?
He caught a big fish. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but he caught a big fish.
Dang, I'll have to look for that, because the last one I seen was just him, his little teaser, like.
Yeah, same here. I haven't got a notification on that one yet.
Yeah.
I want to fish more than I ever have in my life this spring and summer.
I agree.
Preaching to the choir in that one.
I started off this year pretty good, but man, I just went in the bucket for fishing. I need to get back out there.
Yeah, man, get down here, kind of shake the rust off, get into the surf a little bit, stretch up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, surf would be good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we need a weather window that we do not have. I don't think. I'll check that right now. See what the window's going to look like.
We were looking at coming down there this coming weekend to work on the boat, but then when we looked, the weather did not look good. So we're like, we'll pivot, change plans. It's my youngest daughter's birthday too coming up, so we're gonna do something with her.
Let's see. It looks like on Padre Island this weekend, Friday, 3 to 4 foot surf. Saturday, 3 to 4 foot surf. That's doable, but rough.
Yeah.
And it looks like your winds are going to be, guess.
20 to 30.
No. It's better than that.
Oh, really? Under 20?
Under 20.
Okay.
When you hear under 20, you're like, you know what? That's fishable.
Yeah, out of the southeast.
Yeah, well, I mean, isn't it always?
Yeah. But that's good, though. A north wind down there, all them bugs up in the dunes are out there on the beach eating you up. It's
Yeah, yeah.
the wind blowing up from the south is perfect when you're out there.
It looks like we're averaging 10 to 15s with a couple of hours here and there. We got 20 knot gusts, but 10 to 15s pretty average wind from now until a hurricane hits.
Yeah, that's doable.
Yeah, so Ida is new, and he's got a YouTube channel. He's got some good content he's putting out too. We're gonna have one picture of Ida coming up here. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So he does some pretty cool stuff. I'm not going to spoil it. We'll see the picture in a minute, but he does some pretty cool fishing.
Very cool.
That's great jetty weather. We like it rough. Oh, yeah. It's probably better. I'm not going to lie. I've gone out there on the jetty on days that were like 20-foot visibility and dead stick calm, and nobody can catch a fish in conditions like that. Florida knows why. Like, you guys in Florida will know exactly why that's hard to fish. But guys on the jetty down here do not understand. They don't understand clear conditions. Want to go fishing, but don't have time to go fishing. Yeah, been there, done that, man. We all go through that one.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of possible solutions. Lottery, of course. Getting fired and divorce are also.
Lottery.
Dang it.
Retire,
yeah. Also, at the same time, though, the difficulty of getting out there and for like, I'm blessed to get to go out a whole lot more than I should be able to. That doesn't mean I get good weather conditions when I go. So, those days where you get to go and those days that are special and all of that, enjoy them. You know what I mean? It makes them special.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. Them jetty days.
No comment.
Yeah, your water level looked pretty high there, man. I know you were talking about like water clarity issues and stuff like that, and you had the water level in your lake up there being a little bit higher than what you were expecting it to be. Man, down here, I don't do a whole lot of freshwater fishing, but for us down here, I guess when I do, it would typically be when like creeks and stuff flood, and so I'll put a bait out for catfish whenever that happens. So high water is good for me here, but I don't deal with lakes and ponds almost at all. So I didn't know that was a thing that messes you up. It doesn't bother us at the beach. Moving water is what we look for at the beach.
I think a lot of the rain effects here are, if it's a lake that has a lot of runoff, so it makes the water real muddy, stuff like that.
Yeah, but that, like you were saying, that's a lot of times where you can target catfish. Anywhere where there's like a dry little creek bed that comes into a lake and you get a lot of rain and the water actually runs, washes stuff in, and that's a good area to fish for catfish.
Yeah. They'll be heading up in there looking to eat stuff that wasn't previously accessible.
Or just snatch anything going to go up in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She's probably right, Wild Japan. You just want to go fishing all weekend.
That's it.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Turkey
yes. So that's obviously not a summer thing so much for us down here, but getting ready for hunting is something that I'm also working on now.
Yeah, I don't know if I think what do you got, Mark? Third season or fourth season? I think third season just started here. Illinois probably isn't like most states. You have to buy a tag for each season, and each season's only 4 to 5 days.
What the hell? All we got is fall and spring.
Yeah.
All we got is what?
Fall and spring turkey seasons.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm like stuck on fishing stuff. when I hear that, I'm like, my mind went immediately to the new trout tag. I'm like, oh, I can get pissed about something too.
Not out yet. Crankbait's good for beginners. Yeah, crankbaits are good for beginners because you're throwing it out there and just reeling it in and vary your speed once in a while if you want or something like that. But yeah, that's a good beginner bait. Any of those lures.
Absolutely.
Rattle trap is good for beginners.
Yeah.
Spoons.
The only thing really bad about crankbaits and rattle traps, if they've got two treble hooks on it, good chance you're going to get hung up.
Yeah. Yeah. Better chance to snag something.
You know, that's it. I would have thought it'd been more difficult doing a paddle tail or something you're bouncing off the bottom because of the tendency of getting hung up something there. But that's me. Like, I have a tendency of getting hung up on the bottom a lot. So,
yeah, I guess it depends. Depends on what type of crankbait you're using, if it's a shallow runner or deep runner.
True.
Yeah. Probably want to see what your depth is of where you're fishing and adjust accordingly.
I don't know that they have a wacky rig for crankbaits, but he's right. Like, you want to try to avoid getting snagged.
Okay.
What's up, Gunpoint? How are you doing, man? He's got a new video that he's about to put out. He's just started doing YouTube stuff. He's one of our moderators in the Discord server. And sir, I can't thank you enough for what you do in there. You make my life much, much easier, and I'm very appreciative of that. And his fishing is awesome, as you've seen by the many photos he posts.
Yeah, I've had to take somebody to the emergency room to get a treble hook out of their thumb. Sure have.
That sounds like somebody who would fish the jetty. If you ain't losing them, you ain't using them.
Yeah, yeah, well said.
That's where you lose a lot of hardware.
You know what? Actually, I gotta say, I did not lose a single lure last weekend.
Holy smokes!
That stands out in my mind because that is
You should have bought a
amazing.
lottery ticket.
I didn't catch many fish. Wasn't for lack of effort. I was putting in work, but I wasn't catching many fish. What? Speaking of moderators over the Discord server, Dalai Lama Gods is our other mod dude. You, sir, also thank you very much. You have made my life so much. Last couple of weeks have been rough, so I've been a little bit absent, and I thank you for making my life easier on that one. We got some pictures of his stuff too. He's had some stuff he's going through. Doing good, man. How are you doing?
Thank you, Monica.
Dropping them links.
I appreciate that.
David has started putting out a video or two.
Yeah. And putting time and effort into them also. Not just like putting out videos, but actually like putting work into them.
Right. You
Got a
just
lot
got
of
to get him to talk.
Yeah.
Sean going early in the morning.
Yeah.
So is that wake up time, or is because that's right around sunrise? That's when you should be on the water or
Yeah.
ready to get on the water.
Yep, I agree. We're usually, if we're fishing, especially around here, freshwater, if we gotta be at the boat ramp and it's still dark.
Yeah. When we go out with my uncle, the goal, and it doesn't always line up like this, but the goal is to be at the ramp and launched so that we are at the end of the jetty as the sun is hitting the sky. You know, that way we can run flat out because it's going to take us an hour and a half to run offshore. And that way we can run flat out and still keep an eye out for logs and things like that in the water.
Yeah. That'll work. Get there and be fishing by 7.
Yeah. Heard that story 1,000 times.
Dang new guys.
Soak up the OT when you can, and then when you can't, spend your OT on gear.
There you go. There you go. Man. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I want to get down and do some. So I'm torn. I go down to beach fishing, but I got to work on the boat when I'm down there. So it's just hard to make my mind up.
There you go, man. You got any questions at all about YouTube stuff? You got people around you that are more than happy to support you on your thing with that. Maybe get you into making a little bit of money off them purchases.
We have snakehead. I don't think there's any giant snakeheads here in the U.S.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's like typically Florida, right? Like maybe they see them in Georgia.
Yeah.
So, we don't have them here.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if they get those in Louisiana.
Up north we get what are they, grunnels or whatever?
Bowfin, yeah.
Bowfin, yeah.
Yeah.
Similar, fish, not the same.
No doubt. We got 19 in here. If you hadn't hit that thumbs up, please hit it. And if you hadn't shared it out, share it out. See if we can get 20 people in here.
Heck yeah.
Bullseye snakehead. Okay, yeah. Yep, seen them. They're in Florida too.
On my bucket list, I don't have the Florida experience under my belt that you do, John, but I plan on making that a thing. Of course, that being the case, I really hope I'm not going for snakeheads, knife fish. I hope I'm going for pompano or a tarpon. Real
you
fish.
see the Florida people doing those videos when the weather's horrible and they can't get out.
Exactly. You see Darcy doing that in her backyard when she can't get offshore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Catching those and peacock bass in those little ditches.
Right.
Yeah,
the knife fish, the clown knife or where they are.
The cichlids and stuff.
Yeah. Cichlid.
I see a lot of those armored catfish. I see a couple guys on like TikTok live that throw cast net and take the armored catfish out, or Plecostomus.
Yep. Yeah, we've got those here.
I saw somebody doing a catch and cook on one of those. Well, I didn't actually see. I saw that he did it.
I haven't seen that. I haven't heard too many people.
I can't imagine there being much meat, but
right,
got to try everything once.
What a pain in the butt to clean to get them.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's one of those. Okay, if I'm dying and that's all I got, I'll try it. But short of that, I ain't gonna waste my time with it.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that you do for content. You know, you go out fishing. You told your wife, I'm going fishing. I'm taking the day off, and I'm going fishing on Friday, come hell or high water. And you go to the store and you spend $75 on tackle. You put new line on your rods. You tell your 4 or 5 best friends you're going fishing. None of them show up. You get out there and you go fishing, and the only thing you catch is a Plecostomus. And you're like, I have to make a video out of this, so I'll just eat it.
Right. Yeah, I definitely want to see that video, Wild Japan.
Wow.
Yeah. That would be cool, man. Soup, really? I've never done a fish soup.
Me either. Not a lot of people I know that do fish soup.
Yeah,
I want to make my own
typically an Asian dip.
Texas chowder, but I haven't done that.
Well, you should, sir.
Yeah, it's collecting all the different things, like going and collecting the clams, and then I'm going to do, if I'm going to do a chowder, it's going to be with probably whiting. And so I got to go catch a bunch of whiting. And then, since it's a South Texas thing, I have to go get some jalapenos. So growing those in the garden. That's how my South Texas chowder is going to turn out.
Jalapenos aren't hot. Come on, Stanley. They're only like 5,000 to 8,000 skull. That's like the lowest.
You're calling me out, Grant, and fine. We can go up the ladder on that. Jalapenos are like a South Texas. I could do habanero.
Yeah. Jalapenos can be hot.
They can. I'm just giving them crap. I am growing habaneros. I had 3. I bought a pack of habaneros from the dollar store back in the fall when they had their seeds marked down for like $0.25, and I had 3 seeds germinate. So I've got 3 little habanero plants.
Wow, man.
I don't know that I'll eat one, but I might take a little nibble.
What are you
Oh,
grilling them
okay.
for if you're not going to eat them?
Bony fish for.
I might sell them or something, give them away. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't mind growing some habanero. I don't even want to get into it. I got a story about like eating spicy peppers and stuff like that. I'm fine with jalapenos. I can do spicy, but I'm also, Texan, and everything that you can do, I can do better. I've got that stupid Texas mentality, and I've got myself in trouble with hot peppers with that before.
I learned my lesson.
Yeah, I haven't yet, and I know that, and so I do try to avoid it.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude, peacocks. That's a good one. Beautiful fish.
They are.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be, hey, going to Panama, get peacock, but now here we can go to Florida.
Yeah. We'll probably have them in Texas sooner or later. In Oasis. What's Dalai Lama saying? 12 pounds of drag, got 20-pound model, so you got 12 pounds of drag, you'll be totally fine. I don't know what we use on our rods offshore, but I know that it's like ridiculous.
Yeah, offshore, you don't know. You don't know what you're going to hook up with offshore.
Yeah, you have to be prepared for it if that opportunity comes along and you get a 700,000-pound fish. We pulled up 1,000-pound. No, I'm sorry. We pulled up like 500-pound fish, and you can't have something rated for 500 pounds. But I want to say, like, I don't even know the amount of drag you put on that reel is going to be like 20 for a fish like that.
Offshore rods, the reels you're using out there, you can get like 35, 40 pound.
Maybe it's 40 where we're at. That being the case, 20-pound drags, 20-pound a leader of mono, you're going to be good. We get sharks on that, smaller ones. I think a bigger shark probably cut through 20-pound mono, but
Grant,
unless you got a wire lead.
For mushrooms yet?
I have never, ever morel hunted. Never, ever. I've seen several Facebook friends locally have been finding some, but I have
a challenge. Do the
never
video and eat it to make sure it's not poisonous. We want to see the video.
Yeah, that'd be my luck. I'd be hallucinating.
That'd be awesome.
That would make a hell of a video.
It would.
That'd do it with views.
I'm a skateboard.
Name Pablo.
My middle name, by the way. That's what everybody calls me down here. It's Pablo. It's like my nickname. It's a sign. I gotta grow some habaneros.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, exactly. Or more like that's wonderful when that happens. But more often than not, you catch that snapper and you got a big bull shark that sucks it up or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, well, we're only going after snapper, so we don't need that big of because whatever else down there might bite.
Well, but on the other hand, with that, you don't want to hook into a snapper and then have a 400-pound bull shark take that, and you have to fight that 400-pound bull shark. You kind of want it to just cut the line and, move on.
One time I wouldn't mind fighting it.
Whoa. You just wait, John. You just wait. Given the opportunity to get on that boat with you when you go offshore, I've got all the gear. I've got everything you need. One of my goals is to hook you up into like a 300-400-pound shark. You got to do it once. It's a blast.
Yep.
You'll do it more than that. But I want to be the guy that puts you on there.
My biggest so far was that nurse shark in Florida. It was pretty big, though. It's probably at least 6 or 7 foot.
Yeah, that's eating size. Not a nurse shark, but other guys.
Yeah.
I think we can get you into a 10-footer. I think that's reasonable.
Thank you, Monica, for posting up links. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Time to look at some pictures.
It is that time. Yeah, let me pull some up here.
Let's do it. Let's look at some pictures. See some stuff.
Yeah, these are our photos of the week. Brought to you by the Premier Fishing and Hunting Discord server. If you have not jumped in and joined that, you really need to do it. There is a link in the description down below. Come and have some fun with us. Show us the pictures and everything that you get throughout the week so that we can all enjoy your catch and live vicariously through the things that you get to get out there and go do. Starting off with those guys who got outside and got some fresh air.
Nice.
What's up, Henry Mosley? Congratulations on your engagement.
Hey, I didn't hear about that. Congratulations, man.
Yeah,
cheers.
I got on Instagram for the first time in about a week today, and I saw that.
Nice. And next up, we got these guys here. More guys who got outside. Molotov, he was in here a minute ago, I think. Give Noob, Wild Japan. Of course, dude, Dylan, there is no way that I can do justice to the photos that you get out there. And my apologies on that.
Yeah, he had a bunch, and they're.
Yeah.
I'm still amazed at how beautiful Japan is every time.
Yeah. You know what? It's not even like we always are like, man, he takes like such beautiful photos. I don't think he does. I think all he has to do is just aim this.
Just
The button on the phone.
So you're trying to say he doesn't have no talent as a
Yeah.
photographer.
I'm leaning that direction where that's what I'm starting to believe.
That's crazy. That boat raft's making me want to go fishing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, hey, congratulations to Jasmine as well. We need to we need to do a thing about that, like a little like celebration thing for you. Headed out to Roost Turkeys now. Totally understand that. Go have some fun. Enjoy your time, man. Get some pictures for us. And thank you for coming and hanging out.
Yep.
I just want to get turkey. Point and click.
Yeah, that's it. There we go.
Monica, look at that trout.
This one's special. The Vaxley, you got yourself some good catfish under your belt. You had a couple of photos like that this week. Congratulations. Keep doing what you're doing. I did want to point out that's G Lama's dad. He's 4 weeks out of the hospital, and man, yeah, pat on the back for that.
He's already out there fishing.
And of course, Monica, I can't tell you how envious I am of that catch.
Yeah, that's a nice trout.
That was her PB was 15 inches, I believe is what she said.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice one.
Yeah, that is a nice one. Mm-hmm.
And now she's saying that she's going to do whatever it takes to get out there and go get some more. Even if she has to go on her own.
Do it.
Yeah, make it happen.
There we go. We hit 20.
Hey.
Yeah, all right.
I think that's probably courtesy of Henry. Thank you, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
You better hit that like on your way out the door. $15-incher cooked in the air fryer tonight. Awesome.
Sweet.
Nice.
Pictures and video, or it didn't happen. Next up, we got Eagle.
That's all eagles?
Yep.
That's all Eagle.
He is slaying the redfish.
Yeah, he's getting into, and this is, you can, with 3 different outfits, he's going out there, he's putting his time in.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, good pictures. You're doing a good job, but you're also stepping on my toes. If you don't mind, take it down a notch. Eagle.
Making Stanley work too hard to put all these pictures together.
Yeah, it's hard enough as it is, man. Like, you don't even know. I don't need any more competition, man.
Nice striper.
This was his follow-up. He was our photographer of the week last week. So this is his follow-up to that.
Nice. Northeast, I'm assuming.
I don't remember where he's from. He's newer. I'm assuming probably so. Probably Northeast, East Coast somewhere.
Some good ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah, a little bit. Barely.
It's somewhere in there. They're studs. They're definite studs. Next up, of course, Big Hit Savage.
Oh, Pompano.
Anytime somebody's getting fresh and saltwater,
Yeah.
like, that's a different ballgame.
Yeah, that's the real deal there. Got some whiting down there, a little shark, bonnet head.
You throw a whitetail in the mix, and you get bingo.
Holy grail, yeah. I got
Yeah.
basses, bluegill, little gaff top up there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice mix.
Definitely.
That pompano, man. I'm envious of that one.
Yeah. Ooh wee. That's pretty crappie. A couple of them. Golly.
Yeah. And Bam Cake and Daiwa Enthusiast. And Daiwa, that's his PB crappie on the right. I think he beat his own PB twice.
Nice. Some good looking crappie on that left side.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Yeah. Faux show. Another nice trout down there. Not as big as Monica's, I don't think, but
Right there.
man.
Gunpoint, there he is. So this is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, at least some of this is going to be in a video that he's working on uploading right now. I don't know if all of this made that one video because, again, he's one of those guys who's just out there on multiple days. But, man, those days on the right in particular, that's a gorgeous-looking day. And you got some nice bass out of it, too.
Yeah, he slayed some nice bass. Yep, for sure. You know you're doing something when the whole slide is just you and your fish.
Yeah, exactly, right. And it also speaks volumes when he's got the chest mount camera on. Like, whenever you see that, you're like, I know I'm going to see something a little bit extra special.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Mini Klez and Kiwi.
Nice. What is the bottom right photo? I can't tell what that is.
That's a whiting on the beach.
Oh, is it? I can't even see the fish. The middle one is whiting on the beach. I see that one.
He called that a weak, excuse me, a weak fish, by the way. I've never heard that before.
Huh. And then top is a flounder.
Yep.
A bunch of trout.
That's a trout.
Now I can see the one on the bottom. I had to look away and look back to see it.
Yeah, it's kind of casting that weird shadow to it.
Yeah.
It's got it just like a top down.
Yeah.
Like he's squeezing them a little bit. What's that? Like he's doing the of mice and men to the fish.
I'm poking and poking.
Exactly.
Kill. Sick 'em.
I do wish we were able to get into fish like that, though, man. Them trout. I'm super envious of that one.
Yeah. Ooh-wee.
Dino, Bestuvian, and Banana.
That perch is beautiful.
He caught that by accident, I think. He was just like driving by some pond and he tried to fish it, and that was like the one fish that he got. Or it was just like after like 2 casts or something.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome. Gorgeous coloring.
Yeah. Pretty fish.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And Bestuvian, I want to say, like, he picked up that gun for a song. I think it was like $200 or something. So he's been decking that thing out.
Nice.
I expect to see awesome things from him come this fall. Then we got SF Surfman I-Day, who is in the chat here. I hope you're still here, man, because I'm super envious of that. Amberjack are freaking awesome. And then, of course, we go fishing. Anytime we got pictures, then we got something amazing popping up, and that's a nice little black drum she's got.
Yeah. All right. Somebody host Monica so she can go fishing with you.
Monica, no. It's not a someone. It needs to be a tour. You got to hit all the
A
spots.
fishing tour.
Yep.
Yeah, they slayed the black drum. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good day. I think he said one shy of the 2-man limit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Some nice fish.
For sure.
I don't recall where Ida is from. He's from an island, and it's an island where, like, if he says in, yeah, Ida, where are you from, man? Where are you fishing at? I forget. Because he's out there in his kayak offshore. When you're off in a kayak and you're catching amberjack, you're in a cool place. Period, bar none.
I bet that'd be a good fight in the kayak.
Oh yeah,
Float around.
I guarantee
Canary Islands.
that's it.
Wow.
So yeah, kudos on that, man. Keep them coming. Keep up the great work with the videos.
For sure.
Oh, lanes are wrapped.
Ooh, that's a big speck trout.
There's Bagden. You still in the chat, Bagden?
And there's your snake's head down there.
Yeah, that's high by. Got himself a good one. Barbie Darby, that was the first time she had gone out on the season opener, said she hated it, but got some good fish out of it.
Her fish are screaming too.
Right. There he is. That's a stud catch, man.
Yeah, that's a big speckled trout.
A pro tip on that. I know I do YouTube, so I'm always with a camera and everything, but until I did YouTube, I never once I just never took pictures of fish. And a lesson that I learned along the way, turn around. You had the sun behind you. Get the sun in front of you to shine on the colors.
Yeah, that's true. Makes
You want the sun to be blinding your eye when you take that photograph, and take it with the camera far away so that the shadow of the camera is not across the fish.
So if anybody else didn't know where the Canary Islands were, it's off the west coast of Africa.
Yeah.
Did you guys get the big waves? I've seen a couple videos where they had like 80-foot waves coming toward Africa.
Oh, those kind of waves.
I want to know.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of surfing stuff. I was born and raised on surfing and spending time at the beach. And yeah, one of my dreams was to surf Africa. Like, there's all kinds of places on the west coast I wanted to hit. I don't know about an 80-footer though. That might be a little bit out of my.
You still need. Just go and see.
Find out. someone's in the mood for a new co-host.
All expense paid, one-way trip.
It says he's over in Spain next to Africa. So that's what's that? There's that place in Spain that gets those insane 100-foot waves. Nazar. Yeah. You have the big Nazars surf competition and stuff over there. Place is awesome. Little out of my size range though.
It says it's only a 21-hour flight for me. So.
Only. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I got it right. Next up, we got Pennzoil, newcomer. Oh, he said, I forget what kind of bass he said that was in the middle. Then he's got himself a guitar fish there.
Yeah, I've never seen any of those before.
Cool catches. Pennzoil, welcome, man. Appreciate you getting some pictures in there.
Yep.
Looking forward to seeing more from you in the coming months here.
Yep.
JJ, an invincible Scooby-Doo.
Ooh. JJ got some trout.
Is that flatheads?
Saltwater over there.
I don't think it was a calico bass. I want to say he said it was a grass bass or something like that. I'm not sure, but I don't think calico.
I think Invincible, those are all saltwater fish, right?
Oh, okay.
Those are cod, I think.
Cod, yeah, that's what it looked like. Ling cod, right?
Ling cod. Yeah, I think that's what he was getting.
Then a cooler full of stuff that looks yummy.
Exactly. That color, man, when you get that rose color.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm zoomed in on them, but I can't tell.
Guys, it is that time.
Dun, dun,
Those
dun.
are our pictures. It's time for us to determine who did the best. Who is going to be walking out of here as the photographer of the week? Who got the best catches? You got the best pictures. Your options. The winner, of course, going to get added to the 2024 Wall of Fame. And your options are I-Day Fishing, Michael, Gunpoint Llama, and Big Hit Savage. Let it go. Cast your vote in the chat down there.
That's tough.
It's a good one. It's a good week, man. Don't forget, Michael, that is the biggest fish of the week right there. He's also the winner last week. And he did that with a nighttime striped bass. I got no problems with back-to-back wins like that. Like the guy, you know, he gets a good catch, he gets a good catch. But be mindful of it.
D's a great looking fish. He didn't take your advice about facing the sun in the picture.
Yeah.
That's a good looking pompano. And that's good looking. All of them are good looking fish. God damn, I have to eeny, meeny, miny, mo this one.
Yeah.
I just went with the biggest smile.
You know what? I'm gonna go the same on that one. I-Day was in here. He's in the chat. He's been active and engaging. He got the first amberjack that we've seen in the photos this year.
All right, you guys convinced me.
He's getting my vote. I don't mean to be unfair on that one. I'm going to let somebody else answer that.
What's that? Does size matter to that? Well, when it comes to fish, right? Your personal best isn't your smallest, right? Just saying.
True.
See, my personal preference is it's not the size of the fish, it's how rough the sea was that day.
Yeah,
no one's going to agree with me on that.
I like it. I was going to say, you know, sometimes if it's too big, you have to throw it back.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, speckled trout over 20 inches here, you got to throw it back.
Definitely. Yeah, biggest smile. I give you that all day long. You doubled down on that one.
Yeah, can't argue. I think he slayed it.
Yeah, you guys got 5 seconds. If anybody needs to cast a vote, cast it now. 3, 7, 9er. That is it. I-Day Fishing, congratulations, man. You are walking away with this. You're walking away the winner this week. Great catch, man.
Congrats.
Very nice.
You slayed it.
Yeah. You got yourself a hell of a catch. It is that time, guys. Actually, we're over time. My apologies. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We've got to get out of here, but I want you to jump into the Premier server, Discord server. There's a link in the description down below. Let us know what you're going to be doing this weekend. Give us all of your pictures so that we can enjoy vicariously everything that you're doing. And we look forward to seeing you when we do this all over again next Tuesday. So come and join us, post your pics, and have a wonderful weekend.
Peace
Have a
out.
great week. Peace.